Babe, I don't
Wait, stop.
If I shake my bitch, I'm all my working and all my business. I'ma put it back on his head, ain't no earless. But please don't get offended if I say, bitch, that's my bitch, that's my bitch.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Pillow Talk. So today I have my lovely newest friend. You would like to introduce yourself, babe?
Okay.
Mm.
My name is John Hopskin.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you all may know me from Judge Rinda, Leaky. I was the turn-up queen on that show.
Leaky.
And it raged all over. So there I am, sitting on the couch with this queen.
Ooh.
Yeah, right.
Babe, I don't
Wait, stop.
So guys, sorry for the interrupt, but I just found out that we have Leaky. But guys, nevertheless, so today I'll be interviewing Leaky.
Okay.
You know, so it's a woman now, and she's a very nice person. So, do you want to go with this story? What happened with that guy first, or you want to tell me about your transitioning first?
Okay, to go over the story.
Okay, so tell me what happened with this Leaky.
So back in the day, I owned a company.
Yeah.
Right. So I deal with gym stuff in terms of like the powder, just to if you want to get a build and stuff. It's called supplements basically. So there used to be a friend of mine who was selling supplements, and he wanted to buy the product from me. But true talk, he paid me for the supplements, and I tried making the orders and stuff because I work with China, I work with Bangladesh, I work with different countries in terms of like sourcing products and stuff. But unfortunately, the business fell through, and I had already used the money to like pay for say like some of my bills and whatnot. And then he needed the money back, and I said, just give me some time. I'm going to get another contract in about, say, like 2 days, and I'll reimburse you back.
Yeah.
You know, he kind of like has zero patience and decided to throw me under the bus by going to ITV. And I went there, did my thing. I came out famous. He's still down there broke.
So what's the line you use in the courtroom?
It's called... I said it like this because Judge Rinda just asked me, what was it you just said over there? And I went, leaky. And that's it.
Guys, this is Leaky, the original Leaky. So let's get into your transition now.
Okay.
How long have you been transitioning?
Well, I would rather say before you transition, you would have to be on the government list in order for you to start.
No, I'm not talking about that part.
Okay.
Because, babe, I am transitioning still.
Okay.
3 years living as a woman.
Okay.
You will never tell I am not on no blockers or anything.
Of course.
So how long you start,
Oh, with the whole...
Yeah.
Okay. It's been like forever, actually, like from my childhood.
So what do you want us to start from your childhood?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your background first?
Okay, so my background, very Catholic oriented, Christian background.
Yeah.
And
which
we're
country?
kind of like, I'm Nigerian.
Which
that
tribe?
Nigerian blood. Igbo.
Ooh.
That's a serious one, isn't it?
A serious
There you
one.
go.
They had the length, baby, if you understand what I mean. But that's as always. Back to the story.
But yeah, so in our culture, this is not tolerated because they feel like boys have to be boys, girls have to be girls. Well, for me, I don't see it that way anyway.
Yeah.
Because I believe I'm beautiful, I'm a female. You can say whatever you want, you can say however you want to say it or how you want to say it, but I know who I am. You don't need to tell me who I am. I know myself who I am. So
Correct, is right, babe. So, growing up in your childhood, where were you first? Were you born in Africa and then came?
Oh, I was born in a famous place known as Lagos.
Ooh.
And it was a good place for a start. And my parents, they were very hardworking.
Yeah.
They worked in oil companies and stuff. So
Yeah.
they would transfer them from one state to another. And I would say within my time, I've lived in 3 states thereabout, but they were like for so long, like 20 years gaps between and stuff. But living within the States, it was very challenging in different ways.
No, but we're not reaching to England. You're talking about England now?
No, I'm talking about Nigeria still.
Okay, so
Lagos.
yeah, go ahead.
So it was very challenging in 3 different ways, but in a good way because nobody really cared, to be quite honest. They liked me for me because that's me. I live my true self, my authentic self. I'm not fake. You will not get that fake vibe from me. So what they saw was what they got. So nobody could say, oh, but you gay, but oh, but you trans. They all see me as a feminine person. So it was not even a topic to discuss, to be quite fair, because I could wear leggings, I could fix nails, I could do whatever I want. Yeah. And it was okay.
That's good. That's really good. So your schooling, did you went to school in Nigeria?
Yes, I did. So I had my nursery, primary and secondary back home. And in my nursery, nothing really, to be quite fair, because we're all kids, just punching, running around. Then my primary, it wasn't really serious because I was still trying to figure out who I was as a person. But in my secondary, I started testing the waters in my secondary school, to be quite fair. You can never beat what those school dads do in school. Be careful with your child out there, honey.
Oh, take this advice if you're in Africa.
Careful. But yeah. But in my secondary days, tested some waters, but nothing sexual, to be quite fair. But yeah, that's when it kind of like hit me that this is who I am.
So at what age roughly?
I would say at the age of 14, 15.
Okay, not bad. I've always known I want to be a woman. I always tell people from kindergartens, because from the moment I was going to school, I'm a mom only child. So I used to watch that lady do everything. So I used to hold my titties and be like, that I'm from a child, and she used to be like, what are you doing? But she never used to really study because you're young. And but she didn't know it was like, mommy, I'm a woman. But when I started getting bigger is then when the big words started coming up, Batman and these things. So what I want to know about you now is like, when did you move to the UK?
Okay, so I would say I moved to the UK.
And how long are you living here now?
I've been here now for like I've been here for 12, 13 years now. Yeah, this will be the 13th year now.
And when did you decide to take your transition serious? At what age?
In 2013, when I got depressed because...
In what? In when?
When I got depressed because I was in uni. I was studying business management at the time. And I was feeling very uncomfortable because I see other people around me living life and I'm not living the authentic self. And I went to a very dark place.
Wow.
I couldn't speak to my parents for like 6 months and they were really, really worried. And I almost committed suicide, to be quite fair.
Wow.
Like, I remember one evening, I went to South NC to drown myself, and then my mother called me on the phone. And I picked up the phone, so she was crying. She was like, oh, I haven't heard from you in 6 months. What's happening? People are really worried, and the police have been looking for you. We sent the policemen because we've not heard from you, so we thought you were dead and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? I've been going through some stuff. It's been challenging. And she said, you need to come back home. We need to see you. But fair enough, I went home and I saw them, never had the conversation, everything was fine. Then I came back to UK again. It became a worse thing because then I was properly depressed. And then the uni said, if I want to move forward and if I want to complete my studies, I just have to like transition and then otherwise, because it does affect me from school and I don't go to uni for some weeks. Some weeks I'll go, some weeks I don't want to go. Some weeks I want to see someone, some weeks I don't want to see no one. I want to be by myself. But like at the end of the day, it all worked out for good because it made me realize who I was as a person. And a friend of mine actually said to me, you're not gonna like not live your life because of what people would say or think, and you know, and that kind of like helped to build me up because I sat down one day and I said to myself, it's either I move on with this or I end it. So with that said, I went to the hospital, spoke to them about my situation, and the doctor said to me, "Oh, actually, you have what they call GID," because I never knew any of that from the beginning.
GID, what's that?
Gender identity disorder.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So.
Oh, it's fine.
No, I'm sorry.
It's normal.
I
So
I didn't know what that was.
yeah, it was a term they use for people like for trans, to be quite fair. So when he said that, I said, "Oh, so gender identity disorder is called what is that? How do I get out of that?" He said the only way I could get out of it was to like start my hormone treatment, but they would have to like involve me with a psychologist and
that's the
take me
part I
through the
hate.
process.
But I understand the psychologist part for cutting off for bottom surgery. But why do I need to talk to a psychologist to tell my psychologist? And what I want them to do is start using trans people for the psychologist, because I think we trans people, we need to get big jobs.
Yeah.
So like only a trans will know what a trans will go through.
That's
because I understand.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
I have been in dark
true.
places, but not the dark places.
Yeah.
But I understand at the end of the day, babe. I'm saying, not talking to a straight person, telling a straight person what it is I'm going through, and then after there, what's the word?
GID.
No, I just hate that, and this is why I'm not going to register as a trans. I'm not going to register. I'm a woman. My ID is female. This I'm just going to change every document into female and do the breast, and that's it. I don't need to go and register and say I'm a trans. No, I don't support that. But if some people want that certificate, everyone's to their own.
Yeah.
But what I want to ask you, how is your love life? No. Before we reach love life, that love life is too long. But before we reach love life, have anybody interfered with you or anything in life? Have you ever got sexual harassment or anything?
Or what?
Sexual harassment.
Oh, a couple of times. So I was coming back from Shepherd's Bush one
Can you talk about it?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I can talk about
problem.
I'm an open book. I'll tell you everything.
Licky.
Lake? That's what it is. Anyway. So, yeah, I went clubbing with some friends. And that was at Shepherd's Bush. So on
and what year this was? Can you remember?
This was 2014.
Wow, I was in high school.
So I was coming back from the club with my friends, and these two guys kind of like stopped. Actually, they wanted to speak to me, one of them, and I said, "No, I don't speak to strangers."
Yeah.
And they went to speak to my friend. My friend started kissing them. At the end of it all, they stood in front of a hotel right opposite the traffic light before you turn to Shepherd's Bush Market. So they stood in front of the hotel talking to me, saying, "Oh, this is where we lodge. You can come. My friend is really interested in you and whatnot." And I said, "Listen, guys, I'm not cheap. I know my worth. I'm not just one nice stand girl. Like, I'm not your fucking toy. Neither am I your sex object. So I would call it a quit for the night. Good night. I'm going home."
Simple as that.
So when I said that, one of them was like, "Oh, you don't want to give us that. You would never find anyone who would love you. They will always use you for sex and whatnot." I said, if I was to think about what you said, there's no difference between you and a coward. So you're exhibiting cowardice. I'm going to go. Then he saw an empty bottle on the floor, took it up on the floor, and threw that bottle at me. But luckily he missed, and I had to go home. But I would say I've been sexually harassed twice. One as well happened while I was coming back from a birthday party at Wilson. So he followed me from the station, asking me to blow dry.
Spirit.
He wanted me to suck him off, and I
licky,
said, "No,
licky. Just say licky.
Oh no, I don't do licky on the street, baby." And I said no, and he got so offended, and he tried to also stab me as well, but I kind of like escaped it as well. I thank God that the bus came straight away, and then I hopped on the bus.
Jesus is
But
Lord.
yeah, those are my two experiences.
So basically, I want to know about your love life now.
Okay, currently now I'm single. If you're out there ready to mingle, let's get ready. Let's get it popping. But I would rather say that right now I'm single, waiting for the right person, because I believe that there is a right person for each and every one of us out
every
there,
fish
regardless. But at the same time, they say you also have to, dig in to get the fish. So I'm also beginning to see if I can get the fish. But
one thing about we trans women, we are so bitchy. Sometimes, like I feel like I've done it, and other trans women have done it. We have our Mr. Right has come, but not in our type. Okay. Do you understand?
Yeah, I get where you're coming from, but for me, I don't have a type. You can be a plus size, big, small, large, tall, short. I would go for you, but this is the problem. If you
Chinese.
no, as long as I would say this, as long as you have something to do in terms of like not being jobless and sitting down to get benefits, then you and I can figure something out. Then you and I can build something.
I want to be a little messy here. So if you have a fat man and this.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. That shouldn't happen. You have to have a gird for me to even speak to you. So, no.
No, but say, okay, let me just be a little messy here now.
Yeah, that's okay.
A fat man come and, let's say fat, because I'm fat. A plus size man come and he has money. And you wouldn't date him?
I don't go by money.
Okay. Well, babe, the world was built on money. But I don't go for money only. I'm a very independent woman.
No, I don't go for
very independent. No. But, okay, so what's your preference? In bed, what are you? Because we trans women
I'm 100% bottom. I don't top. Never top. Never will be. 100% bottom.
So there's the $1 million question.
Okay.
Are you going to do the big chop or not?
Definitely a yes.
And why?
Because I feel like that would complete me. Although for some people, that's not their story. But for me, that's my own story. Definitely. Because each and every one of us, we've got different stories to tell. So for me, that's my story. If you don't like it, you go sit somewhere. That's mine. Only mine alone, not you.
But as I always tell trans women, make sure you go by a good doctor, babe. Because this thing is money making. Every single thing is money making. Make sure you want a vagina with a depth.
That's why I'm going via NHS.
But still, sometimes the NHS doctors, like, if I think, I don't know if I'm right or I'm wrong, but if they say if your intestines are too low, you can't do the surgery.
Yeah.
So they still do the surgery, and then people come up with a shadow hole. Because remember, it's not like a woman's vagina where it's flush. It has a stop because it's like So for the trans girls that are listening, babe, make sure go by the right doctor. Because this thing is a money-making thing as well.
That's true.
So I want to ask you two questions.
Go ahead.
Have you been to school in the UK?
Yes, I have. I had my first college here.
So, okay, in college, what do you think... Your experience in college, were you transing or you were masculine still?
I was very feminine in college, and listen, the college I went to had like a lot of Asians around, like Asian backgrounds, but like at the end of the day, I am me. I don't care about what anyone says. Like I do me as a person, you understand? So if you want to sit down and be bitchy about something that's got to do with me, like I said earlier, you are having the headache, not me. So why am I going to sit there to worry about what you're worried about? I have to be worried about what I'm worried about, not what someone else is worried about. That's your problem. So you have to deal with it. But for me, I live an authentic, true life. And that authentic, true life is, I'm a trans. I love being a trans woman.
Yeah, definitely.
I can never, ever take that back. I love who I am as a person. Like I said, if you don't like it, screw. That's it.
So, what one thing you could change right now? That's one in the LGBT society in England. What one thing you could change?
I would just say the way that trans people are being treated in terms of like the public areas where you can use the bathroom.
Yeah. Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah.
That's a big one. I have something to say
for me, if because I see this a lot. Oh, you are trans, you're still a man. Why can't you go to the men's room? If I'm a trans and I'm still a man, why is your husband attracted to me? If I'm a trans and I'm still a man, why is your boyfriend looking at me sideways, blinking an eye going right there?
Yeah.
So
how it is?
Yeah. So if that's the case,
How it did,
Okay.
there's a thing you did on TV. Can I see the leaky? How you doing?
Oh, I went leaky.
So, like what you said was definitely true. The bathroom, people bashing. I've been to Liverpool and heaven in Liverpool. This is my experience. Was in 2019. I went to heaven in Liverpool and there was a trans man there. Just because his ID is saying F and his name is still F, he cannot go into the men's toilet. The security guard I went to the women's toilet, pass and going. But I was like, I'm a trans too. And then he was like, what? Yeah, are you a trans? So that is something I've witnessed. And I was like, I felt it for him.
Yeah.
Sometimes I could, yeah. Like, I felt it for him because, like, he wants to go in the man's toilet. He's not comfortable going in the female toilet and watching all this pussy. He wants, you know, he wants to go there. But at the end of the day, security guard. So I was like, I had a moment with the security. I was like, you can't be doing people that. Like, so that is a big thing. But, guys, one more question. What do you do for a living, if you want to say?
Oh, of course I want to say, because there's no shame in my game. First of all, I'm a carer by profession. I love what I do. I love helping the elderly. I love the elderly so much, their company, because I believe that you learn so much from them. And secondly, I'm about to launch my clothing line very soon next year, March, and my handbag line. Everything is just happening all together. And yeah, that's it, really.
Just quickly, as you're Nigerian, I really want to ask, what is your opinions on Bobrisky?
Oh, I believe Bobrisky is fabulous. So lovely.
I love her. So
Like,
where all these ballers come from? I love Bobrisky, but
she's
sometimes I
cute.
find she just boasts too much. Like last night I was watching on Instagram. I have 4 fridge. That video irritated me.
No, I think it's because sometimes people kind of like underestimate trans and they
No,
they
but we
don't-
can make money. We can
Yeah,
make money, and
they-
guys.
No, but back home is completely different, because back home there's a law that guides this kind of thing not coming into existence. So it's completely different. If he thrives in what she's doing, she has to show that, oh yeah, I'm doing that, just because it makes her feel secure and makes her feel happy that she's thriving in terms of like something that people don't want it to be in existence. So when she thrives, of course she has to show up for it, and I'm up for that. If that's what you want, if that's how you want to do it, that's fine.
That's just my 2 cents, but I would like to meet her. I would love to meet Bobrisky and say, Bobrisky, I'm the Bobrisky for England. If you don't know, I'm the Shaka Shaka.
Oh, okay.
And that's her. So guys, thank you for watching this episode of Pillow Talk. If you love it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Oh God. Subscribe, please. I'm begging. People trying to get paid. But have a blessed day or night whenever you're watching it. Bye.